The dog is straight up just fell asleep. Oh no, he's listening to me.
Yeah, he is. He's just a hot boy.
Khaki boy. He's a hot boy.
He's a hot dog.
Hot dog with a hot body. Straight up ignoring us.
Straight up
you
ignoring.
See that? Like it was like 4 times we called him, and it wasn't until you gave him a wee kissy kiss he actually turned round.
I know. What are you like this for? Did you wink at me?
You coming up?
Come on. He is not bothered today. He's so hot.
It is really hot again.
I mean, no.
I mean, it's not nice outside.
Well, it started getting nice. It did start getting nice.
But you look out the window right now,
and it's sunny.
It's sunny somewhere.
In the distance, I see black clouds.
Nothing but black.
But here,
we got fucking like drowned last night. We were out in the town for me and
Narandan.
Because we were out for our fucking anniversary, our wedding anniversary. And I went out in a plain white t-shirt. Like,
glad to see you dressed up. It's all good.
Yeah. I mean, I had it tucked, so
okay.
Dressed up to me. So a plain white fucking t-shirt. I mean, I looked phenomenal.
I'm sure you did.
And then we left. We were in Chinaski's up in Charing Cross. We were like, right, we'll go get the bus. We'll head back. We'll get some snacks from the shop, and then we'll come home. We'll just fucking slug out. Like that's our that is our idea of like a fucking fine ass night.
That's a fine night.
See, like a kidless night.
Yeah.
Just like let's just fucking wig out and pig out.
No, that's dreamy. I'm into that.
All types of like sweeties and foods and ice creams and shit. So we came back here, or on the way to the bus stop, like didn't even get a chance to think. We were just like, there's a cloud, and the shit, just like the whole sky opened.
It was the thunder as well. The thunder was sick.
Fucking
I hadn't heard thunder
mental.
in so long. I turned off Suits just so we could sit and like listen to it for a wee bit. I was like, this is the best. The rain falling. I said I should put some like jazz on, just chill, you know.
Yeah, just like try and make this like a moment.
Did it on my Instagram story, so all good. It's fine.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to another episode of Dead End Friends. I think this is episode 22.
Yeah.
We'll do this at the top just so we don't need to worry about it later. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel for weekly video episodes, and then you can follow us on Spotify for the audio. You can also find us on Apple Podcasts. I think you can find us on Google Podcasts. I don't know where they all are because a program now does it for me. I don't do it anymore.
Dope.
You can find us on Instagram at Dead End Friends Podcast, where you can hit the link in our bio, and then there you will see everywhere that we are. You can also follow that Instagram. You can comment things. You can send us some things. If you have some suggestions on how to not do this podcast, then we'll totally ignore it and send them over. If you like this episode, share it with your friends, share it with your loved ones, share it with your enemies. Come on the podcast, bring your enemy with you, and let's have a duel.
Let's slug it out.
It will really help us out.
We've got your back too. Like, you need us, we're there.
Yeah, part of the Dead End family.
Your enemy is our enemy.
And yeah, we'll fuck them up. If you can believe that. It will really help us out. Keep this podcast going. We do this for fun. We do this just to be stupid as fuck. And the more people that listen to it, the better. Because then we can indoctrinate more people
into the cult. The cult of Dead End.
Oh my god, the Dead End cult. My name is Craig Jimison.
I'm Gary Gordon.
I have just woke up like an hour ago.
You have. You told me to be here at 11 o'clock. I text you at 11:15 saying, yo, I'm running late. Can I come round later? 11:30. And you text me back at 11:20 saying, yes, that's fine. And I thought I was being shitty. You never got here at 11 o'clock. You would just still have been in bed.
Because fucking Emma last night just said, like, oh, what time will I get you up at? I was like, oh, just let me sleep. Just because we don't have the kids tonight. Like, the kids are staying with their grandparents. I was just like, so whenever I wake up, that is the time that I wake up. Emma came bursting in at like 11:20 being like, Craig, It's 11:30. Are you not supposed to be recording a podcast at 11 o'clock?
Wap, 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 wap.
So I am still in the process of waking up. So if I seem a little bit sluggish,
And he was on the beers last night, so he's going to be a bit fucking.
I was.
We're doing this. We start. I got here in the AM. It is now the PM, which doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen anymore. No.
No, we usually do this like late at night.
Yeah. It's kind of weird.
Late at night, 8 o'clock.
Well, by the time we finish, it's usually kind of dark outside.
It's kind of.
I mean, that is like.
Have you noticed it's getting darker earlier already?
Already? It fucking sucks.
I'm over it. So over it. Like today, I thought it was going to be somewhat, I don't know, fine, normal, not fucking sweaty. Mm-hmm. So I wore normal clothes, i.e. jeans and a jacket. Mm-hmm. And it's totally fucked me. Like, I'm so hot, so sweaty. And I hate it. I'm going to sit on a train later for 3 hours. Newcastle is not that far away. I don't know why my train is taking almost 4 hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think it's 4 hours.
It must be stopping at like every fucking stop known to man.
It's definitely stopping at Edinburgh because that's just what it do. Yeah, you go to Edinburgh and it's down the East Coast.
It's going that way and then down.
3 hours and 15 minutes view journey.
That fucking sucks.
What? I asked it to show me the journey. It's a long train. That doesn't make sense now. It starts in Helensburgh. I'm not getting on at Helensburgh. I'm getting on down here at Queen Street.
Holy shit! Even
and
then,
it's going through. It's going like through the East End and that, and then it's going up through Livingston. So I'm on this train. I got on this train. I'm so mad already. I get on this train at 4:45, and I don't get into Edinburgh until 5 o'clock. An hour and 15 minutes. And it takes me an hour and a half to get down to Newcastle, which sounds right. Yeah,
that seems fair. So almost half the journey is going to another city in Scotland.
Yes. And then waiting for half an hour there.
Waiting in Edinburgh for half an hour?
Yeah, for the next train.
Oh my god.
What's the point? If I'd known that, I would have fucking done this. I went through Edinburgh now.
Yeah.
I'd have walked to Edinburgh and got there in time for my train.
Well,
is that it raining now?
Yeah, probably. It'll come and go.
Good thing I wore normal clothes. Not weather appropriate clothes, just normal clothes.
Yeah, I mean, you're still going to be fucking hot even if it's raining.
I'm going to get soaked, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, it's good fun. I mean, I was out 2 nights in a row.
I know. I text you at like 6 o'clock on fucking Friday when I got back from Yorkshire.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm already half a bottle of Bucky deep.
Because you text me about when we were recording the podcast, and I just wrote, let's talk about it tomorrow.
And then we didn't even talk about it tomorrow. Just before you headed out, you sent me a text saying it's 11 o'clock, okay? And I was like, yep, that works. And then I never heard from you for the rest of the night.
And then we didn't even make it for fucking 11 o'clock because I was still sleeping.
So we kind of had plans. We kind of made it work.
Oh man, that's just the way this podcast has worked the entire time. Just like, we'll figure it out as we go along. And we're still doing that. Doesn't matter how many episodes deep we're going to be. It is still just going to be one of those things.
Also, another thing. Every time I've been here for a video podcast, this living room has changed.
We are in the process of redecorating.
Oh, you're getting rid of that wall?
That whole wall's going to be changing into a different colour.
Shanna loves that colour.
Well, we have some paint left if she wants it.
I like it here.
That was so shady, man.
I know, it looks good here. That's not going to go with my fucking green couch, is it?
No, not at all.
Exactly.
We are changing ours to a green.
Nice.
Not the couch, the wall. I don't know.
But I'll go green and grey. That'll be sick.
Oh, we're throwing that out. It's fucking wrecked, dude.
It's lived in. That's what I can't wait for my sofa, because my sofa like still has like the ridges along the back. Like when you put your head on, you're like, oh fuck off, man. That's so fucking sore. Like, I just want it to be southed.
I mean, that has lived through 2 young kids and a cat that is an asshole. And
I spilled this coffee all over myself.
Oh no, the Iron Maiden shirt, no.
Cool, man.
A disaster. Disaster has struck. Yeah, every time you come in here, it will be different because we are in the process of changing things around. So we want to repaint that wall, and then like some of the furniture and stuff's gonna get painted. So
Nice.
it will be different.
I can't wait. It throws me off every time I come in. It's just a new place.
I know that every time we record, it is pointed at a different wall or at a window. It's just wherever I can make it work.
Basically, just give us enough money that we can get a studio.
I was actually looking at it just like, this is fucking me off, like having to move my living room around all the time. But I was like, and then I also just can't be bothered, because then I would need travel to a place, whereas right now only you need to go somewhere. I can just sit here.
Yeah.
I can just like, all I need to do is move a table and then I'm good to go.
I'll walk over the park. Oh, do you know how hard that is? Although the last couple of times I have like stomped over the hill.
That's probably why you show up here fucking sweating. Like, you can go around the hill.
It's quicker to go up.
It is quicker, but still, there is ways around the hill.
Oh man, I'm trying to get my steps in, you know? Like I'm just trying to...
If you're trying to get your steps in, you go round because it's longer.
No, but when you get the elevation, it adds to it.
What?
But
I don't want to get into it, man. I don't understand it.
I need that incline, okay? Anyway, what's been happening this week? What's happened? What's going on?
Oh, Jesus.
I feel I've not really spoke to you this week.
No, we've
I've
kind
been
of
away.
Yeah,
So that's...
yeah, because you disappeared to Yorkshire for a bit, right?
I did.
What were you just down there just for a fucking laugh?
I was meeting the parents.
Oh, goddamn! Is
Mhm.
it turning into like a fucking Ben Stiller moment? Like bumping into Bobby De Niro?
Big Bob. He shows me his RV and it's just like guns and shit in it. Yeah. No, it was a chill time. It was all good. Yeah. We had to like give the car back and stuff. So
Yeah, of course.
we did that
Were you nervous about meeting the folks?
a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think that's a normal thing, right? Oh, there's the rain now. Cool. This is the worst podcast ever. Let's talk about the
Just
weather.
going off
Just
on a
talking about the
tangent
weather.
every 2 seconds. So the rain actually comes from the clouds.
Yeah, look at those clouds. I love clouds so much.
You're a fucking dork.
Remember
That's
when
very good.
like Tumblr was popping? I used to follow this page called Fuck Yeah Clouds. I follow a couple of like Instagram pages that are like
It's
clouds.
just clouds.
I
It's like we always shit on our good pal Sam for being like the biggest dork of all time. Yar.
He is.
I know he's watching. But also, you are the biggest dork of all time. He's the biggest dork of all time because he likes obvious things like computer games and shit.
Clouds aren't dorky. I just don't understand them.
Clouds are fucking... If you follow something called Fuck Yeah Clouds on Tumblr, you dork.
I just like clouds.
You dork.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Like,
Yo,
whatever.
it's fucking raining.
Clouds are dope. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Anyway, no, I was.
Do you know what I hate? Do you know what I fucking hate? I have already mentally logged that line. That's definitely going to be the name of this episode. Clouds are dope. Fuck. Anyway, you met some parents.
Met the
Were they
parents.
parents that meant something to you, or were they just random parents in the street?
They were Shanna's parents.
Sick, right?
No, it was a good time. I went down. The journey down was lovely. It was a nice drive. It was
Yeah.
hot and sweaty. I wore a grey t-shirt like a fucking dickhead. I'm like, why did I do this? Going to meet your parents for the first time. I met Shanna's mum briefly, but like back in like January or whatever, whenever it was she nearly died. But her mum obviously wasn't arsed for meeting me.
Yeah.
Because her daughter was having a bad time.
Yeah.
So we went down. I had a great time. I cut her dad's hair. I'd had a couple of beers by then. Haircut still looked tight.
Obviously.
No, we had a good time. It was chill. I managed to nip into Barnsley, and I surprised my friend Dawson from Bury Tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he works in a barber shop there.
That's fucking sick.
I kept saying, every time I'm down there, I'll make sure to like come in and see you.
Yeah.
I never told him I was down there. I refrained from posting photos.
Right, okay.
Just so I could like just show up at the shop. I showed up at the shop because I knew he started at 12. He posted something on his Instagram. Cunt didn't show up. And I was like, alright, man. I went in there. I was like, is Dawson here? And he was like, he will be. And I was like, cool, I'll be back. And he was like, right, okay. I went outside. I took a photo of me outside the shop and I sent it to Dawson.
Uh-huh.
Dawson doesn't text.
Right.
He just sends you voice notes.
Right,
He's one of those guys.
Yeah. I love that shit.
He sent me a voice note and it's just him in the shower. It's so good.
Like, bro, you're supposed to be here and you're still in the shower.
His accent is actually so class. Hey, hold on.
You are fucking kidding me, dude. As if I am going to be in there in like 30 minutes. Are you still around? Are you still going to be around in about half hour?
Just in the guy's shower.
Just in the shower.
Oh my god, man.
I'm going to have to swim home.
I mean, that is a shower in itself. You were saying that you wanted to go for a shower before you have to go down a
Yeah,
Liverpool.
but I wanted to go for a hot shower, use soap, not be sweaty, stinky. Instead, I'm just going to be home wet and have to change my clothes anyway. It's coming in your fucking house.
Oh shit, it's actually coming in my window. God.
Here, do you want to give me a lift home later? This is fucking ridiculous.
I'll get you.
Thanks. Oh my god.
I'll give you a lift home.
The dog will drown. He won't.
Oh my
he
god, I never
also
even
won't go
thought.
outside.
I never even
Take.
thought. Take. Hey. He's straight up fuck. Do you want to know what he'll be smelling? The cat.
Yeah. Come here.
He'll have got a whiff of the
Ready?
cat.
3, 2, 1.
Special guest.
Oh.
Special guest. Oh, you're not coming up. You want to come up here? No?
He won't like that. No, he's not that kind of dog. He is not that kind of dog.
Come and give me a kiss. You give me a kiss?
But anyway, I nipped in to see Dawson, and it was nice. We spent a good hour and a half just like, hi dude, like standing around chatting. It was great. It was great just to see him. He's like a proper ball of like positive energy all the time.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have a bad thing to say about anyone, you know.
Yeah.
If he does, they deserved it. You
Right,
know,
okay,
like he's one of those people. Like,
yeah, if you hear them talking shit, you're like, oh god damn, this person must be a fucking total piece of shit.
like that's what Shanna said. Like as soon as we left, she was like, "Oh, there's not a bad bone in that boy's body, is there?"
Yeah.
Because they don't know each other, but they know the same people. Because Yorkshire, they both live in 2 small towns, so it just makes sense that they kind of knew the same people.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But no, it was great. It was good to see him. It was good to meet the family. Got to see Shanna's sister. Shanna's sister's such a good laugh.
Yeah.
Like,
Had you met
time.
Shanna's sister before?
Yeah, I met her in Newcastle because she lived in Newcastle.
Right, okay.
We went down last year and we stayed for a couple of nights and we went out and had some drinks and dinner.
He's here.
No, it was a good time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. It was good just to be down there. Like it reminds you like how nice country living can be.
Oh, they live like properly in the country?
They live in a street.
Oh,
A street in the village.
Mate, you lived in a street in a small town like 6 weeks ago.
No, different. Because it was a city town. Where she lives is a village, which is the countryside. You go either side of her house and it's fields.
Oh, nice.
Like it's like that.
That's
like,
cute as fuck, man.
Like this is pretty much our back garden.
Ah, look at him just chilling on the couch. Like, why can you not come hang out with us?
We walked for 2 minutes.
Oh my god.
We walked for 2 minutes back the way up our house, and that's where we were.
Oh my god.
There was a pub like across the road from our house that we went to. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Proper village pub.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did I send you the photo of it?
Village fucking doubles, by the way, or country doubles. Holy fuck.
Check that, man.
Oh, that's fucking cute as shit.
I got the local cask ale because I was in Yorkshire, so I felt like I had to. So I got it was called a Barnsley Bitter,
right,
and it cost like £3. We got two. It was only the two of us that were there, so we got 2 pints. It cost £7.
Jesus.
£7 for 2 pints.
It was more than that for one drink for Emma last night.
I know. How wild is that?
Yeah, I know that you're showing me like a pub, right? But see if you'd show me this picture and not told me it was a pub, I would straight up think you're in like a BDSM.
Yeah, here's this torture dungeon.
Yeah, like there's so much leather hanging on that wall.
Yeah, it was like horse riding and stuff because it's
Ah,
proper.
see, equestrian people would understand that.
Yeah.
You're coming to a guy that has seen like one horse.
Well, the
his entire
pub's
life.
called the Huntsman.
Ah,
So it was like-
so they love Chris Hemsworth.
Mm.
Who fucking doesn't?
Okay. Yeah, no, it was sick. It was a good time.
Country doubles are a thing, by the way. Did you have a drink that wasn't a beer?
No, I only had 2 pints.
Oh,
Because we'd been So on my fucking holidays, Shanna drags me to a kettlebell class. A kettlebell class ran by her mother.
What?
Look, Shanna's mum's a fucking tank. She's a PT.
That makes so much sense.
Aye.
Because
So-
like Shanna's just fit and healthy and shit, and
Yeah.
that obviously came from an
Oh,
upbringing.
didn't come from me. Shouldn't get that off me at all.
So like, that came from like a proper upbringing.
So our mum and dad were both personal trainers in the RAF.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they were personal trainers to the military.
Sorry.
Yes.
That is just blowing my fucking mind how heavy that rain is. Like, we were planning on going out and doing stuff because we don't have children, but
I just can't believe that it was dead sunny. Like,
yeah, you came over here like properly fucking sweating because it was sunny,
yeah,
and now you can't see 2 streets over.
I do love it though. I love being on this side of the glass. Like, hold on, let me just finish that sentence off.
Other side.
I love being on the other side.
Other side. That's fucking wild to me.
But yeah, so I was down in Yorkshire, and fun time. Country living looks cool.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
I think I'd like to live in the country one day. We kind of spoke about it a little bit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if she makes it that far, we might like move out into the country.
Yeah.
Which would be cool.
Yeah, we've spoke about that before as well, but I think it's just because like we have family that live up past Inverary. So I mean that's actually a story. They're technically not family,
They're technically not family, no.
but my kids still call them Nana and Papa. But they're not related to any of us in any way, shape or form.
yeah,
But they are my kids, Nana and Papa, because they do so much for us. They do so much for the kids.
but as much as like it is strange,
Mm-hmm.
it's nice that there's other people out there that have such a connection with you and your family that you feel comfortable enough to like make them part. You know,
Yeah,
like
like-
sometimes you can choose family. You know, like I definitely believe in that. I believe that you are the brother I never had, for sure.
Yeah, like my kids call you Uncle Gary.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, Tyke would probably call you Uncle Craig, maybe, if he could talk. But he's currently no arse.
He is straight up looking the other way from us.
This is how he is in the house. He doesn't care.
He's currently sitting on the couch.
It was
and
just
his
me and him.
face is like this on the side of the couch to
It
fucking
was
ignore us.
Just me and him in the house yesterday while Shanna was at work.
Alright, yeah.
And he just fucked off to the other room. Alright.
That's what it's like, guys. Obviously, what it's like having kids as
He's
well,
like,
man. They just
feed
straight
me,
up ignore you.
take me outside,
Yeah.
pick up my shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to ignore you for the rest of the day. Okay. And then take up too much room in the bed.
As usual.
Nah.
But yeah, we've thought about it as well, like, cause the kids, Nana and Papa, they live up in the country. They've kind of always lived up in the country. Like they've actually spoken about moving like further up into the country. Just like fuck, that's like where was it they were talking about? They were talking about going somewhere like super fucking north. I'm not gonna try and remember because it will never come to me. And we've been to it once, like when we were out in the camper van, we kind of like drove through it, like the place that they were talking about moving to, and I was just like, like when they said it, I was like, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Like it's literally just like greenery and hills, and that's it. But we have spoke about it. Like we love living in the south side. We love being in this part of the city.
Yeah.
Because you kind of do feel a bit removed from the city.
Absolutely. You don't have to leave here.
Yeah. But you're not far away from the city if you need to go for whatever reason. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like for you need to go to work. You technically work in the city, kind of.
Well, I work past the city and
Yeah.
to the West End.
Yeah, but we do talk about it quite often. There was actually a couple of years ago where we nearly moved up to the kids' Nana and Papa's,
Really?
because there was a point
I
where
know.
it was like we were really struggling with like finances, and like I think this was before Mac was born. We were really struggling for like a really long time. We're better off now, but we're still kind of
Dealing with it.
yeah, we're still trying to get.
But now you're in a better position to deal with it. And be,
Yeah, much better. I think it was one part of it was the financial thing, and then the other part of it was just like the actual fucking stress
Yeah.
and the anxiety of dealing with it, because it was like,
Out of sight, out of mind.
yes,
Yeah, pretty much.
yes. It was like we couldn't get an escape from it, and then like Luna was dead, and we were still trying to like figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
well, just a stressful time. That.
Looking after children and stuff. So there was a point where the kid's nana was like, "There's space for you up here," because like their house is fucking huge. They have like I think they've got like a 4 or 5 bedroom house up in the sticks. So they're like, "You can come and move up here."
Yeah, if you wanted.
And we like seriously straight up were like, right, could we do this?
Yeah.
And like made plans, and like we're like, right, how would we do work? Like started properly like planning to move up there. And then I think I had a conversation with my mum, and she just kind of put things in perspective a wee bit, and I was like, fuck, maybe this isn't a good idea.
Yeah.
It was almost just like we needed that one person from the outside, because like my mum was entirely impartial about it. Do you know what I mean? She was like, it would be a good idea to move up there. Yeah, she's like, it would be a good idea to move up there, but it's also a good idea to move here, so let's talk about them both, rather than being in it. So it's like when me and Emma talked about it, we're in it. When we talked to the kid's nana about it, we were in it.
Yeah.
So when my mum came in, she's like, I'm not in it, let's talk about all of it. And it was like, you just started kind of picking apart all the different parts, and we were like, fuck, maybe we should put a wee bit more of thought into this from the other side.
Yeah.
And I think we've agreed that it was like the best idea to stay here. Like, I don't think we would have.
I think also your kids will thrive here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like your kids are at such a special age.
Mm-hmm.
Luna more than Mac.
Yeah.
You know, like she's got friends. She's at school. She's like learning about things. She's becoming informed. You know, like I don't. All right, she is still young. You know, like she's not like later on in school, if you know what I mean, like where you start to really understand life, you know, but like around here she's able to see what's safe and what's not safe, and like she's able to grow up in an area that's actually really progressive and forward thinking and is future proofing itself, you know, like because the south side is future proofing. Like you've got all the indies round about here, you've got new like housing developments, which I'm not against, because we always need new housing here, you know, like Scotland is that way. But to take the kids out of that just now, I just think you'd be cheating them, you know, like like not in a bad way, but like
that was a huge reason why
we
ended up staying here.
Late teens, taking them out of it, they'd probably appreciate it a little bit. Maybe not, because you know what we're like as teenagers, you know, we've got our friends, we've got our cliques, we've got everything.
And especially if our kids are anything like what me and Emma were, they will straight up rebel anything that we want to do.
Absolutely. Because
both me and Emma were those kind of kids.
You know that there would be part of them that'd be like, nah, this is kind of sick. Getting to be outside all the time.
They absolutely love being up at their nana and papa's house, because like they absolutely fucking dote after them. Like the pair of them, like I honestly have no fucking bad thing to say about their nana and papa. They're absolutely incredible people. I love them to bits, man.
And they're not even real blood, you know, like
that's the thing.
It's insane.
Like you're right, you can just make those choices in your life. Here is something dripping in my ceiling. My ceiling is fucking dripping right now.
No,
bro, that's coming through my light. That's straight up.
No. Oh, well, I guess we'll be back after this short break. Holy shit.
Oh my god, man.
I thought I would have cooled this all down, but no.
So my house is leaking.
Yeah.
We're back. my house is straight up leaking. There is a basin under the light where the camera is currently sitting. There's 2 food bowls on my windowsill where it's also leaking. There is a big basin in my shower room where it's also leaking. And then out the window of my kids' room, it is a straight fucking waterfall.
Yeah. This
is like end of days shit right now. You ever seen that film? Was that a Jake Gyllenhaal film?
End of Days.
Day After Tomorrow.
Day After Tomorrow. Day After Tomorrow is the Storm one, I think. I think End of Days is that not like fucking Arnie? You know, in a film called End of Days?
Sounds like something he's been in.
Sounds like it.
The Running Man, End of Days, Twins, still one of the best films of all time. I mean, I will be Jake Gyllenhaal in that situation because he's beautiful.
Okay, so End of Days. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And what's his face? Gabriel Byrne.
Who the fuck is Gabriel Byrne?
Gabriel Byrne is the dad in Hereditary.
I have not seen Hereditary, but I think I know who you're talking about. That's one of those films that I've actually always wanted to watch. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Hereditary?
Yeah, it's dope. I love it.
Like, I always keep meaning to watch it because, like, the mum that's in it, I always forget her name. She's a fucking amazing actress.
Yeah. Yeah, she's great.
And then the guy that's in it, like the younger guy.
Tony Collette.
He's in, like, fucking Jumanji.
Alex Wolff. What a cool name.
Alex Wolff, yeah, that's the boy that's in Jumanji.
Yeah.
And then Tony Collette is the mum, and Tony Collette's a fucking great actress.
Yeah, and then you got Millie Shapiro, who's
is that the wee one that
lassie.
looks like fucking
Kevin Bridges?
Kevin Bridges? That's such a shame. That's such a shame.
She does so.
She looks so much like Kevin Bridges. Is that not the shit she does? She like clicks and stuff. I need to watch it, man. It's one of those films. It's like, see everything, pretty much everything that comes out of like A24.
Yeah.
Like you have like, I watched Good Time the other week with Robert Pattinson. That was an A24 film. That's amazing. And then you've got like,
is that the one where he's a robber?
Yeah, like him and his
I've not
brother.
seen it,
It's
but it
brilliant.
looks good.
Him and his brother rob a bank, and then his brother gets arrested.
Yeah.
And then he goes to like break his brother out of hospital because he gets in a fight in prison.
Right.
So he breaks him out of hospital, but he's all like bandaged up and stuff. He looks like fucking Frankenstein's monster. So he breaks him out and then gets him to like a safe house, and then realizes that it's not his brother. It's another criminal that he's like
thanks
kidnapped.
for the spoilers.
No, it's not like, that's not quite the spoiler yet.
Oh, okay.
That's definitely
Agree to disagree.
It's in the synopsis for the film.
Well, I don't read them because in case I get spoilers.
And then you've got, what's the other ones? You've got like Uncut Gems, which I'm sure is an A24 film.
I haven't seen that either.
What's the one that you've seen with Florence Pugh?
Midsummer.
Yeah, that's an A24 film.
Well, it's
as well.
Ari Aster as well, isn't it?
He did. He directed it. Oh man, I really like the films that come out of that production company. Like,
I've watched like so many like breakdown videos of like Hereditary and Midsummer and all
really?
that kind of stuff. Oh man, it's fire. It's so good. I love a good spooky cult.
yeah,
Spooky cults are my shit because they make no sense.
yeah.
And usually it's all about money or fucking.
Oh,
like that's it.
big time. So like L. Ron Hubbard, it was all about money, and then you had like Om Shinrikyo, and it was
Probably fucking.
Oh no, that's the thing. Like, if you actually look at the stuff around Scientology, especially when L. Ron was like building it himself, everyone who was like a part of it was like straight up no, there was zero sex involved,
Virgin.
like none at all, because it was all about L. Ron. All that L. Ron wanted was power and money. He didn't care about anything else.
Wow.
That's all it was for. But then you have like fucking Jim Jones, and that was all about getting his dick wet.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're right in saying that.
There was that one that we started watching a documentary about it on Netflix, that Wild Wild Country. I can't remember the name of the cult.
I've not watched it actually.
It's basically just like the guy's Indian, I believe, and he's like, it's all to do with like the wisdom and stuff, and like it's basically all about shagging,
right?
And then it all became about money and taking over this small town. It's insane. It's actually really cool to watch.
I might watch it,
not
man.
cool. Cool's not the right word.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
These
the
Fruit
right
Loops were crazy. Like,
because it always ends in absolute fucking tragedy.
oh, there's violence.
The only one that hasn't ended in tragedy yet, well, I mean, it has its own version of tragedy, would probably be Scientology, because it's still a thing. Like, it still happens to
But I
this
guess
day.
they call it a religion more than anything else, don't
It's
they?
not a fucking religion.
Oh no, it's not.
It's
But
straight up not a fucking
that's why
religion.
it's still going, is because it's got religion.
Yeah, it's like
status more
it's
than
like
cult.
tax exempt and shit because it's classed as a religion. It's like, no, Scientologists, please don't come for me, but you cult.
You're
straight
cult.
up fucking cult.
Mm-hmm.
And cults have never worked. Let's just talk about them. You have Jim Jones. You get Charlie Manson. Like,
Yeah.
have they ever ended well?
No.
Om Shinrikyo. No. No. It blows my mind, man. See if anybody's ever trying to tell you how to live your life,
You're in a cult.
you're in a cult. Especially even if it's somebody from Instagram trying to tell you how to live your life. That person who's telling you through a reel is a cult leader. Avoid.
Wait for this week's reel. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh
I love the idea that there might actually be like random drips coming through the camera today.
Oh, I never even thought of that. Yeah, there straight up will be. This is a high quality, high functioning production we have here.
Yes, we are the most professional podcast.
There's so many people behind the scenes running all of our shit for us. We do nothing. We literally sit here and talk, and half of the time
We're
it's
the
not even
stars.
us talking.
Yeah, we're the stars, you know.
Yeah, we've got other people dubbing it for us and everything.
I just moved my mouth. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Keep up with that.
I can't believe my shit is like straight up leaking. It's like actually something I need to deal with now.
Isn't it crap being a grown up? I still haven't sorted out life insurance, by the way. Like, since they said no.
Stop telling people you did fucking mushrooms, dude.
Well, I found out that was my issue. I
Yeah.
probably shouldn't have done that. But
Yeah.
also, you know,
Also, that guy on the other side of the line has definitely done drugs.
I reckon
like-
he was baked at the time.
We live in 2021. Every person you come across in the street, how is it getting heavier?
It stopped for a second.
How is it getting heavier? I don't need it to get heavier.
Why does it always rain on me?
I went to school with
Guy for Travis. How old are you?
and one of the guys I went to school with, his uncle was the bass player in Travis.
Ah.
I can't remember his name. Not the bass player, the guy I went to school with.
My bass player's name either.
My memory fucking sucks.
I'll know
That's the thing.
Singer. What's the singer called? Fran Healy.
I have no fucking idea. I never forget a face. I always forget people's names.
Yeah.
I could see somebody's face and be like, I know that fucking person, but I'd never remember their name.
My dad does a thing. Like, if he forgets someone's name.
Right?
Yeah, what's your name again? And then they'll tell him the name, and he goes, no, your full name. Like, your surname. So they don't get frustrated the fact that he's forgot.
That's fucking genius.
It's genius, right? Just like, oh, what's your name again? And then they tell you their first name. Like, no, your surname.
Of course I know your first name, you
Of
fucking
course I know your
idiot.
first name. I know
But
you
you
really
make
well,
him, but
John.
then, but then in turn what he's doing is he's making that person feel like a fucking dick for just saying their first name.
My dad's a pro gaslighter.
Oh, honestly, I have so much fucking time for your dad. I love him so much.
It's a hero.
Harry, I miss you. I know you watch these. I miss you and I love you, pal. I'll probably see
I'm gonna
you
get a
on the
text
street.
message about this like during the week.
He'll text you to tell me that he loves me too.
Probably. Probably.
Phone me
He probably
anytime,
wasn't
Harry.
even thinking that until you said it there.
And now he's going to do it.
Just out of spite.
Oh my god. Yeah, being a grown up really fucking sucks. Like, I will have to speak to my landlord now, and I don't feel like it.
I still have to phone Scottish Power as well. I currently have no provider for my electricity. I've been there like 5 weeks.
How do you...
Well, they can't cut me off, so fuck them.
They can.
No, they can't. They straight up can't.
But aren't you going to get charged for like the 5 weeks you've been there?
Well, this is the thing. I phoned them up the first week I was there and asked them to set me up an account, and they said that they couldn't do that over the phone at the minute. Took all my details and said it'd be done within 3 weeks, and it's still no done. So really, I've done my bit. It's on them.
Okay, man.
I'll make someone cry on a phone. I don't care. I did it with HMRC. I'll do it with Scottish Power.
I remember that story.
Mm.
The HMRC making that poor fucking girl cry.
Now, what are you going to do about it? That was it. As soon as I heard that in her voice, I was like, I got you. I
This
got
is it.
you.
Hook, line and sinker.
That's it. You're there. You're there. You're there. Paid my tax bill like 2 weeks ago. It's going to sting me. Like, it's going to come back and bite me in the arse.
Yeah,
like,
at some point.
in January. It's going to hit me in January. They're going to be like, so you actually did make more money than you told us you made. So,
You now owe us so much.
and then I'll phone them up again and I'll be like, what are you going to do about it? I'll just be that shitty. It's going to be a constant cycle from now on with HMRC every year.
From now until death.
Mm-hmm. Here until infinity.
I mean, I don't have that problem, but it also probably sucks because I don't actually know what I'm getting taxed because it's not me that's like in control of it.
But also that money has never laced your palm.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually,
that's the worst thing about it.
I've never seen it.
It's crap because you're like, they're like, you need to pay us $3,500 in January.
Is that how much it is?
In July, you have to pay us like $1,500, and I'm like, gonna know.
Oh my god!
Stop it!
I didn't realize that.
It's a lot.
Holy shit!
It's a lot. Whereas you get charged over the year. So
yeah, it's like every month money comes out before
so you
I
see
get
like
it.
200 come out or whatever it is, whatever 20% is of your wage, like I guess. And it's
I don't even know.
It's fucking shite.
I don't understand taxes. I'm not even going to try and pretend to.
My accountant is the greatest. I love her so much. Like, she's actually great. She sorts me out with just about everything, and it only cost me like £100.
That's dope.
Yeah. I said it to Shanna's dad because he's like self-employed and has his own company and stuff. Told him how much it was costing me, and he was like, £100. And I was like, he was like, yeah, it's like. He's like, it's like £400 every time I want to talk to my guy. I'm like,
my God,
you're getting
man.
stung, bro. Like, what is that? But he obviously does he does way more things with money than I do. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
You just like, I need to pay what I need to pay, and then everything else is mine, and I'm going to spend it.
Exactly. So, no, it's she's great. She the first time I did it, gave her all my figures and all that kind of stuff. She's like, right, okay, no bother. I'll send you an email with the amount that you need to pay, blah, 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 blah. I said, cool. And then she phoned me up and she was like, can you come into the office? And I was like, this is it. I'm going to jail. I have not made enough money to be a human being, and now they're sending me to jail for the rest of my life for being poor. That was the only thing that was crossing my mind.
I mean, in the country that we live in, wouldn't even put it past them.
Nah, I wouldn't. So we went in, and she like put the papers like this thick, like pile of papers this thick in front of me. She's like, so this is your tax return, and I was like, oh shit. And she was like, so this is how much tax you've got to pay this year, and then this is how much tax you have to pay going forward. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah, I mean, your expenses, you didn't really have enough, so I just made some up. And I was like, what about the tax man? What if he asks to see evidence, receipts, like proof of purchase, all of that kind of stuff? She's like, no offense, they're not coming after you. And I was like, okay.
You are low fucking priority.
Yeah, I was like, cheers, Tracy. She was just like, as long as you're paying something, you're sound.
Don't fucking worry about it.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not Jimmy Carr, you're fine.
Yeah, like, man, I would be if I could be. Like.
Seen that fucking new hairline that motherfucker's got?
Yeah,
bro.
I didn't think he had it done, but then he definitely has had it done.
He's talked about it. I can't remember
he?
what it was I was watching. I think it was like 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown or something I was watching, and they like talked about it. So
Cool.
it's real.
Yeah.
And it looks good, Jimmy.
It does look good.
I know you definitely watch it.
It looks weird though, like, because he doesn't have it like side parted
It's
the way
not,
he always
it was
did.
always kind of like coiffed and shit,
Yeah,
but
it
now
was
it's kind of
like
like
that.
flat.
I know, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, it was like the first time I ever saw the guy that plays Steve Harrington in Stranger Things with his hair like down. Joe Keery.
Yeah.
And I was just like, no, that's not right.
That's not the real guy.
That is not correct.
Yeah. But no, tax is shite.
It's fucking weird, and I'm not going to ever pretend to understand what it actually means.
I just put everything on my fucking expenses now. Everything. I think I can put even more on now that I'm a homeowner.
Oh shit, you probably could.
I think I can put like 10% like my Lecky bill and all that on it. If I ever get one from Scorpio.
You actually need to get one first.
I know. Because I can use it as like a home office space. Tight. I can put like detergent and stuff on it because I got a uniform.
What?
Yeah, man, I can put everything on.
Fuck's sake.
Catch me
man.
paying no tax. Last year was the first year I put my credit cards like fees on it.
I straight up didn't even know you had a credit card.
No, like my machine that I use at work.
Oh, right.
I don't have a credit cards scare me.
Yeah, they're awful.
Yeah, I don't even have an overdraft. The overdrafts fucking terrify me. I don't want that.
You're just like the most fucking non-regular human being of all time. Like every single fucking person I know has debt. And then there's you.
Yeah.
You just
I've
got
got stuff on finance, but like,
That doesn't count.
doesn't count.
Because you just pay it off.
Yeah, it's good for my credit score.
That drip is getting worse.
This fucking ceiling comes in. What? This has been the most whacked out episode of this podcast so far. 22 episodes in. Is it 22? Yes.
22. We're straight up in a Slipknot video. Whatever one where it's the child living in the abandoned house and he's eating cereal with like dirty dishwater.
It's Duality, I'm sure.
And he's watching. I think it's Left Behind, man. Duality's the one where they're all in the house.
All
and
in the
they're destroying it.
Yeah, no, that's Left Behind.
Left Behind's the one where it's just him, and then like people are throwing rocks at his windows and shit.
It's all the same song.
It's all the same song.
It's all the same song.
Oh man, I fucking loved Slipknot.
Was that the Olympics done?
I don't fucking know. I didn't even know they were on.
It's closing ceremony day for Team GB.
Well, maybe Team GB are just done. Maybe they don't have any other athletes
Athletes.
actually doing stuff. I mean, I watched a little bit of the fucking skateboarding because I was like, this isn't that whack. And the rest of it was just that.
I didn't see any of the skateboarding. I saw Sky Brown's like last run for the bronze. That was cool.
That was dope.
But I saw it like afterwards on my phone, like not on the telly live.
Yeah.
The only thing I watched live was like a football game.
I've had enough of football.
Australia, Argentina.
After the fucking Euros, I was like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm not watching any more football.
And then I saw just weird sports. We had it on a little bit in work. I
Right,
had,
okay.
like the men's volleyball on.
That's pretty dope. Actually, what I did watch was there was like a 3-on-3 basketball game. That was
Playing horse. What?
fire. Because it's like half court, so
Yeah.
they're all shooting into the one hoop.
Uh-huh.
But like the rules are all different. So like if your team gets the ball, you need to go outside of the semicircle before you can go back in and try and score a point. So
Right,
like
okay,
if you get the ball
yeah.
inside the semicircle, you then have to leave and go outside the semicircle to then start your play to score a point and stuff.
Okay.
It was so intense.
That sounds cool.
It
I
was-
didn't know you know that was a thing in the Olympics.
Neither did that. It was just like I was honestly just flicking through the TV and I was like, what the fuck is
The
this?
BMXing was in it as well, right?
I have no idea.
They just started adding shit. Like
They've like karate was in it. I don't think karate's ever been in the Olympics before.
yes. Of course it has.
No, taekwondo was in the Olympics, but I don't think karate was like knocking people out shit. Or is it judo? I think judo's been in the Olympics, but like karate where you can actually like fly kick somebody and knock them out.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was always in it.
I don't think karate's been in the Olympics before.
Huh.
I'm gonna Google it.
I saw a little bit of the weightlifting as well, actually.
That freaks me the fuck out, man.
What? Weightlifting?
Weightlifting,
Why?
like proper, like lifting for dead body weightlifting.
Yeah.
That fucking blows my
You
mind.
see the guy that was like doing like a clean or a snatch or something and then lost his balance, so just decided to go on one leg?
No,
Chinese boy? Like it was wild.
lifted it with one leg.
Yeah. It was insane, man.
I love how we're both
We're on
now
our phones.
looking things up and straight I'm not going to be talking. I don't think I'm ever going to find it, but I don't think, you know what, somebody else can correct me. I don't think karate has ever been in the Olympics before.
I don't know. I think that's wrong.
Okay, well, agree to disagree. Okay.
I think you're just talking shit. Yes. Getting on yourself, big man. Like,
How did that not crumble? Like, Conor McGregor stepped back and lost an ankle. That did his lift, like cleaning and jerking all of the weight on one leg and is fine.
that's dude's hair.
Oh my god.
Someone just rub a balloon on his head.
That's wild. I mean, I could barely even lift up like my couch cushions.
It was a girl. Sorry. Did read the entire thing. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, the
Guy.
Olympics are closing. So,
Guy can't talk. Oh my god, man. I actually can't think about anything else. Like, I cannot focus because my whole house is fucking caving in.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's very understandable.
I'm going to need to cut it.
Yeah, let's cut it.
I mean, we're not cutting it short by that much. We're just kind of
We're
cutting it
cutting
short.
it. Anyway, we updated the playlist. There's a lot of fire tracks on there.
Oh,
this
no,
week.
we'll do that before we go. What's on it? I updated it literally 30 seconds before we started recording. So I still
My
can't
favourite
even
thing
remember.
about it is as Craig was like updating it, I decided, I was like, oh, fucking listen to this tune and put it on. And then he was like, it's so funny. Like, you can see how what we've listened to over the last couple of years has like changed the way we listen to music. And you're like, I mean, this song could straight up be a sample. And then you were like, oh wait, it is.
So what I said was, it's amazing how like listening to people like fucking MF Doom has actually affected the way we listen to music and what we listen to. And then you just looked at me as if like, wait, 4 seconds later, oh shit, that's a fucking MF Doom sample.
It's sick. I absolutely love it.
Absolutely blew my mind. Right, so this week I know a few of them of yours.
Yeah.
You have one in here called Huit Octobre 19. I'm not even going to try and say 1971 in French because I don't know how to say 19 or 71.
Me neither.
Good. So you obviously had to put a fucking French song in.
Naturally.
For whatever fucking reason. But I know Ian Judy and the Blockheads. You'll make my dad happy putting that one in. Green Tea Peng, which is, I like listening to them, but I also just like saying the name.
Green Tea Peng.
Green Tea Peng, just like it just
rolls off the tongue,
off the tongue.
Green Tea Peng.
Green Tea Peng. And then you've got a bit of Bauhaus. Bauhaus. However you say it. Is it Haus? Bauhaus? My dad will correct us, don't worry about it.
I think it's Bauhaus. That makes more sense.
Because like you don't say Berghaus, you say Berghaus for like the jacket.
Berghaus.
I used to have a Berghaus.
I'll have you a Mira Peak, man.
Oh fuck it, I would love a Mira Peak, you know what?
They would keep you dry.
They would keep me dry in my house because my house is now raining inside.
Yous were all over the place as always.
As usual, man.
West Side Gun, MF Doom.
I stumbled across that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard this song.
I love West Side Gun and I love MF Doom separately. And then I can't remember what it was. I was just like flicking through something and I was just like, West Side Gun and MF Doom. And it's like West Side Gun always has the most like creepy, eerie tracks. Like he just uses the weird, like the weirdest like synth and like weird samples. So having MF Doom on that type of like creep, slow track, oh, it just works.
I imagine it would, because MF Doom's so wordy that even if the music's like sparse and drawn out, like he can fill space.
Yeah.
You know, he's good at that.
Oh man.
He's good at just kind of like, here's 1,000 words in a minute. Some of them aren't even words, it's just noises.
What's the song in fucking
the dude loves a fucking onomatopoeia.
On like, Mad Villainy, but it's just like Goli Coco, Holu Doto. And you're just like, bro, what did you just say?
And it's even like on Ray Gun, like the
Ghostface Killer.
Yeah, bad, not good. He's like something clamo, blamo. Like, and you're like, what are you doing?
Like the dude is straight up just reading from a comic book at the time. He's fucking
Zamo, blamo. Okay, man. Military Gun. I have never heard that before.
I think they're quite a wee band. It was actually the singer from Ceremony shared them, like on his story or something. Ross Farrar. He shared them on his story on Instagram. I was like, I'll fucking check them out, and they're like sick.
Cool.
They're like a kind of post-hardcore, like you like Fiddlehead, right? Mm-hmm. They're kind of fiddleheady, but like maybe a wee bit kind of harder almost. It's pretty sick, man. I really like them.
And then Misfits, Hybrid Moments. Come on. Classic.
Bangs.
Classic.
And then I put in some pop bangers.
I was actually about to say, sorry, not to cut you off, like you did to me. I saw the Misfits play Static Age in full. It was just Jerry only.
That makes sense. Jerry only.
And his son. And just some guy on the drums.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
When the fuck was that?
It was in Classic Grand upstairs.
Oh my
I got a photo, Jerry only. Can I find that photo quick? Oh my god.
I mean, if you can't find it now, you can find it for me doing the video podcast.
I will find it. I find everything. Boom, boom. But yeah, it was good to see. You know,
only Jerry only.
It is.
Where is he in that photo?
He's in the middle. He was such a fucking weirdo.
You got a picture with Bane,
A picture with someone.
You could actually just say that that's a picture with anybody, and people would just have to believe you because you can't fucking.
Because he's a man living in the shadows. Because he was being a weirdo. Like some like young girl went up to the barrier to get her photo taken with him, and also he's wearing a Captain America shirt in that bitch. And then she went up and he was like, "Oh, I thought I told you not to come." And I was like, "Whoa,
Okay.
girl's so young. What's happening?" Like the girl must be like 16, 17.
That's creepy.
And like, I told you in my dream last night that I didn't want to see you here. And I was like, you're such a sleaze. Like, that's fucking...
so gross.
Get lost, slime ball. Like, it's gross.
That's awful.
I mean, I kept it. Like, it's a good line. It's a good line.
You still speak of it fondly.
Nah, it's a good line, you know. Like, and then, just bangers here. Into You,
So
Ariana Grande.
Yep.
And remember Becky? I don't remember the song. Ironically,
It's fairly new.
is it?
So the story here is, last week I was a bit hungover while I was driving, and both of these songs came on like back to back on the radio, and they both made me cry. Honestly, see, after
Has
like,
anyone ever cried at a David Guetta song?
have you heard Titanium, bro?
Yeah.
Of course, people have cried to the David Guetta song. Don't be so disrespectful. After last week, the last episode we had, where I talked about how closed off I had been around my feelings.
I'm not making fun of you for crying over David Guetta.
No, I'm about to go to a real place. After having that conversation about me
Finishing
being so
strong.
closed off in my feelings, see, even just talking about it, it just, I don't know the right word for it, but I have done nothing other than feel them now. And I would like to go back to being closed off. I have cried so much this week.
You text me again Friday night about MF2. You're like, I miss him so much. It wasn't even that late. I actually think it was like
I was on the train going into town.
it was 10 to 7.
I was sitting on the train.
I'm pure having a moment on this train. I miss Doom so much. He features on 2 songs on this album, and it's making me soups emotion.
Fucking honestly, everything has made me cry this week.
Sometimes it needs to be like that.
Like it was almost like I just needed to. I think I needed to say it out loud to then hear it internally how I was feeling.
Yeah, of
and
course.
see now that loop has kind of broke out. I was stuck in that wee loop, and it's now kind of like I've moved away from that loop.
Yeah.
Because like we were watching, what were we watching last night? We were watching the first Avengers film.
Cool.
And it's old as fuck, so I'm allowed to talk about it. So see when Coulson gets like speared, I was just like in bits. Straight up crying.
Fuck yeah.
And then when they all finally like become the Avengers and there's like that circle pan shot.
When he says it.
I started crying again. I'm just so emotional.
It's good.
I opened up the emotional part of my mind again.
He was even like at the end of like Endgame. When like they all come through the door.
Jesus Christ.
And he's like, Avengers assemble. And everyone's just like, we've gone full circle. We've gone full circle.
Felt that personally.
Good time.
We don't need to do a proper sign off again because we did everything at the start. I'm
Yeah.
going to go and try and stop my house from leaking.
Yeah.
This has been batshit crazy. A lot has happened.
Chaotic.
A lot has happened
Fully
in an hour.
chaotic.
And the dog didn't make an appearance because
He
he's
didn't.
so fucking over being in my house.
Take. Come here.
There is a dog here. I
Take.
swear there is
Come
a
on.
dog here. Even if you like.
Oh, please just do it. Come on. This will make your mum so happy. Alright, cool. Well, that's us then.
That fucking side eye that you just got, dude. Like, Luna does the exact same roll of her eyes.
And he's got attitude.
You just got some real fucking eye
He knows
roll
I'm
from
not
your
his
dog.
real dad, so it's just like whatever.
Ah, you're not my real dad.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, and he turned round. Oh,
Okay.
What a way to end. We love
Yeah.
you, Tyke.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back. Hi. Oh, okay.
Okay, let's go.
This has been Dead End Friends. We love you all very much.
Thanks. Love you.